Oh, and I finally did it. I finally did it. Oh, the stormy nights are over. Oh, woo! Oh my God. Wow, it was simply just finding simple gadget. That... So, I had 5. I apparently got... I don't know how I even got to 8. I didn't even notice I got 8, to be completely honest. I must have just never noticed. But I got 8 simple gadgets, and there was... No, I got 9 even. Which took an unnecessarily long time. I switched between the one that's in the tall building near the factory, and then the one that's in the tall building near the mall complex. You go up the ladder in the tower, and then you jump, and then you go to the ridge. And I swapped between those two. I rode back and forth, and I loaded. And I am baffled. Wow, I just skipped straight from... Faith. Oh. Meteor shard. I think I can buy meteor shards now, can't I? From, large gear. Let's see. Beast hide. Large gear, lower battery. Beast hide. Evolve. I'm pretty sure you can get beast hide from... By the way, this is going to be a shorter part, to be honest. It might be like an hour, maybe under an hour. Who knows? Oh yeah, some of them land near me. I mean, they do more damage, they seem to shoot faster, actually, which is pretty helpful. And then they can drop near me, but I don't know about anything else. So it's like an all... So this thing is at all ranges now. So I don't know where you get beast hide unless it's talking about boars. That's the only thing I can think of. To be honest, I haven't seen that many boars. I've seen a lot of moose. I want to kill a boar just to make sure I know for sure. So, I've been listening to quite a bit of like EVE Online gameplay, not gameplay, stories, and it's really interesting. It's like not a space simulator, I don't know. But, you know, it's like a space game where you have different territories that can be conquered by different players and factions and stuff. And you can even like form different, have different forms of government to sort of maintain territories, and it's really interesting listening to it because it's like a mini real life, if that makes sense. Well, hopefully it does. And like listening to all the like sorts of things people go to war over in that game, and like the factions that form and tactics that are used, because there's quite a bit of strategy, but it's also still an online game at the end of the day. Like getting a faction to surrender is more like basically making it so no one wants to be part of the organization anymore. Basically, the organization loses too much power, and it basically becomes a bit annoying to continue to be part of that organization, so they either leave or they stop logging in altogether. It's just how you win a war. And then you have different factions that are for different things, and they make alliances. Well, they call them corporations. And hearing like wars that have broken out, even if it is in a virtual space, it's still pretty interesting to listen to. What the fuck am I doing again? I legitimately forgot what I was doing. Oh, I was looking for a boar, and I haven't seen any at all, which is kind of weird. These multi-stat guys don't even attack you. Yeah, I don't see any boar, but I don't know. Never tells me how much experience I get from each enemy. Honestly, with all this said and done, I don't know if I need this chip anymore, because as far as I can tell, there isn't that many more items that really require me to rely on drop rates. I know I can pretty much just buy anything else I need. So I want hijack for sure. And stun. That's a lot. 10 meters, that sounds good to me. Now defense. You need defense. On hard mode, it's anti-chain damage. I'd rather just have traditional melee damage reduced. Don't mind shockwave, but I'll go with just weapon up 2. I'll have 2 weapon up 2s. And then, what else? Well, I'm auto-collected vision up. I always want movement speed. But when thinking about the EVE Online stuff, alright, I am recording. Alright. Yeah, when thinking about the EVE Online stuff, it sounds really interesting to me. And so what, that's 4? Again, let's go to cost. And there's nothing outside of the system chipset. Oh yeah, coincidence, the park is where I need to go. I was thinking about how you could bring that type of stuff to a sort of medieval So, if I'm correct, then, power... No. I thought there was somebody who's, like, selling Android parts, unless it's Pascal. Lovely joke. Because my mind's thinking, like, oh man, that... So, when it's like a space type game... Yeah, when it's like a space type game, it's easy to kind of display larger space. Because all it is like, okay, here's stars. Alright, I'm gonna head to the forest castle. But yeah, when you play like a space type game, you really only have to portray, you know, space, like, you know, stars and planets and moons and a few space stations. So you don't, it's not as graphically demanding when you say, oh, there's like a 4,000 ship battle or whatever, 4,000 player ship battle. In comparison to between 4,000, 1,000 warriors, 2,000 mages, and so on and so forth. There's also the fact that, I mean, you do have like custom ships and stuff, but I'm just saying that actually portraying that stuff, it's just easier. What else? Let me think. Because like when you make a more like a mini, like a fantasy MMO, it's hard to portray that stuff in like a wider context. Let's see, machine sword. I'm surprised I haven't upgraded this to fuck. Phoenix Flash, Beast Roar, Pristine Cable. Is anything Pristine Cable? Let's see. Machine Brand. Whatever. Pristine Cable. Damn it. Holy blessing. Okay. Faith. I need Meteorite Shard. Phoenix. Meteorite, not a Meteorite Shard. Clear Nuts. I need one more of those. Bold meat. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wait. Let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So 14 still need to be upgraded. And I'm missing 2. So let's see, 3, 3, 3. Most of them at level 3 though, but I have 2 unattained ones. I'm also thinking about how you'd balance that game too, because I like Dark Souls system, but it doesn't really work for like an MMO, because Dark Souls wasn't really made to be balanced. Well, it kind of is. It actually is balanced, but just is not made to be an MMO. I just like the idea of, like, I think the stats that Dark Souls uses are great in terms of building a character organically, rather than having them fit into a class. Because, I mean, when it comes to combat, core combat, you really have four main stats. Faith, which is for healing abilities and magic. Sort of, the priest or the sage class. You have knowledge, which is your traditional attack, primarily attack-based magic. I think the faith builds also have their own attack abilities that are useful, but still, yeah, faith. Then you have knowledge for your magics, and then on your melee side you have strength and dexterity. Now, if you're a numbskull like me, who just wants a big sword, that wants to wail on people with a big sword, basically hit my giant stick against an enemy, and then get a bigger stick that does bigger damage, and not any really technical skills other than, like, timing. Intricate skills, I guess, for, like, setups and such. Then strength is for me. But when you have your sort of assassin, ninja, archer, dual-wield guys, basically the people who use bows and small swords and daggers, then you have dexterity. Don't do as much damage, but they do quicker attacks, or are good at shooting longer ranges. So maybe that's interesting, but having games having their own internal economy is completely driven by their players, and really story events driven by their players as well. It's quite interesting. Alright. I'm gonna try this once, and if I die, then I'm just gonna quit, because I kinda feel like having this part be short. Really? Essentially some kind of medieval MMO sandbox style RPG would really appeal to me, where you can basically create empires and stats and stuff, like strategies and positions or matter. I want to play as A2. System check complete.
ポット、機械生命体がどうして同じ種族のカスカルたちを襲ったんだ。
不明。
使えないな。
推奨。機械生命体の現状についてさらなる情報の収集。東の方角に機械生命体の大型ユニットの起動を確認。
大型ユニット、一体何が起きてるんだ。
不明。
その大型ユニットってところに行くぞ。
is the East. Okay. Alright, so there's some things I want to change then. First of all, I don't really know what's going on. I like that, saves a lot of the shit for your other for different characters. I guess I'm still willing the weapons that I was using when I was playing as A2. I think that's nice. So what I'm interested in is how exactly the weapons are used, because each of them have special abilities, but I know that some of them have similar special abilities. Like, okay, this one has a beast roar, but in my head it's like, okay, if you have Phoenix, I need to find, I want to find two that have the same. Okay, like there's Holy Blessing. Special Leg Flash. Holy Blessing. Alright. Hopefully, okay. Increase attack. So, I'm gonna guess Virtuous Dignity and Virtuous Grief. I have... Okay. Attack speed. Attack speed. But in my head it's like... Okay, they're different types of weapons, but this one has inferior damage. They both have a attack speed. Okay. Well, I guess this one has, I guess, a slight advantage in attack, but in my head it's like, but why would I need to care about really upgrading? Oh, now it's glitching. Great. But, I mean, like, why would I care about using an item that has same abilities, though? Holy Blessing, Dark Impulse. Alright. Damn, I didn't save what chip I had equipped while using her. Just to be honest, would be more kind of confusing. The main crux of this is the Deadly Heal, and Head Brian does if you. Okay, so it starts off weak and then increases as you use it. Finishing Blast. Yeah, I don't know. I don't have that many complaints about 9S's route, other than there's just not a lot to really do. About the time you get to 9S, as long as you've completed quite a few of 2 on the map? No? Kind of annoys me is that you see all this shit over here and you're just thinking to yourself, ooh, is that gonna be like the later half of the game? And it's like, no. Those areas don't, there's probably nothing in those areas except for maybe probably really low res textures or something. And again, I always constantly praising this game for, oh man, I like how small the map is actually. It's less overwhelming bullshit. Alright, I'm giving myself like 15 more minutes. I just kind of wish that we, give him more time with Pascal and A2. Especially because they didn't hide the fact that you played as A2 at all, really. But when you play the game, you're like, well, shit, where is she? And she appears for a boss fight. And then you never see her again. She's basically the zero of this game. Now I think about it, I don't think you don't play as Kaine at all. Damn, okay, calm down, fucking. Another part of the whole medieval thing is, I guess, developing more technology, because you can only really go to, like, light steampunk before it's like, hey, it doesn't really feel like... don't want them. You don't want your game to become like modernized or something. Which is another sort of aspect of EVE Online. Because usually like there's some piece of tech or there's either some piece of tech or something, or some important item that can change the phase of a war or something. Like, yeah, these are titans. This is, whoa, holy shit, this is, like I said, man, I am only trying to do this once. I was hoping to possess one of them. For sure that other bot is already dead. Oh shit. Ha! Oh my god. Can he even follow me up? I don't know if he can. Oh. Oh, it's the wrong elevator. Fuck. And he's dead. Man, I just wanted to be friends with him. Fucking bullshit. Bullshit. Smolder gear. Anyway, I just at least find that stuff to be interesting from a sociological standpoint. So I don't know if there's like some kind of fantasy MMO sandbox, persistent sort of universe, then that'd be well appreciated in my opinion. I just like looking at him refract all over the place. I don't even know what this thing is. A scanner. That's lame. I wanna gravity. Missile sounds interesting. We'll see how that works. I never used it before. I'm glad I kind of just go like, shit, what can I even use this shit on now? Because I'm probably gonna beat the game soon before I even. But if you spot, it's like, oh yeah, I have to beat the game. I pretty much have to beat the game before I can get max level pods. Oh no, this is gonna be a bunch of bullshit. Okay, first of all, recovery. Second of all, defense range. Large up. Impact brace, prevent staggering, yeah. was having fun until I died, and it's mostly because I refused to hack. I think I'm good. I showed you guys progress. I got the pod upgrades, and I'm definitely gonna do this next part, but I just wanted this part to be small. I'm gonna start making smaller parts, and I'm probably gonna skip stuff now when it comes to upgrading stuff. Like, I'm not gonna show you a part where I upgrade my swords. This just doesn't sound that interesting. I'll show you when you know, I upgraded my last few swords. Like, hey guys, I already got the materials, and this is the last sword upgrade. And then after I beat the game, I really only plan to do a part with Emil, fighting Emil, the secret boss. There's two different separate bosses. I know how to get one. I don't remember how to get the other. I think it's only after you get a certain one. I certainly did not mean to show that. Just save for that. Be assigned. Thanks for ruining my funky flow, you ass. Alright. I think I'll leave it right here. Next time I'll take on that. Actually, I don't remember what the third box is called. I think it's Meat Soul. For all I know, it's Archive box or Mind box or something. Anyway, see ya.